Do you know the meaning of the term Bush Doctrine? I have found in the course of the day that most people do not. But I did find that Sarah Palin clearly does. To my absolute dismay, I found that Charlie Gibson does not. Yet, in a condescending and patronizing way, he attempted to talk down to this woman who is very well informed and brilliant and of such good character. I am absolutely disgusted by what I experienced today because several leftist whack jobs uploaded their version of this interview by Charles Gibson, and by the hundreds, leftists from around the world piled on to mock and ridicule and smear this brilliant woman of such fine character. I exchanged comments all day with this crowd of losers, and I discovered that not a one of them had the vaguest idea what the Bush Doctrine was, nor did they care to know. When you find out, and the Bush Doctrine is not that hard a concept to grasp, it's a collection of Bush's policies and principles in dealing with terrorism in the Middle East. It includes such things as spreading democracy throughout the Middle East, starting in Iraq. It includes such concepts as holding a country accountable for terrorists in their country, deeming the host country guilty. Bush said this in his speech on day one. All of these comments and policies and principles have been compiled over time by the pundits and have come to be known as the Bush Doctrine. And it began with a man named Charles Krauthammer, who ought to have some say in how his idea is defined, and he defines it as the Bush policy of spreading democracy in the Middle East as the best way to not only give them freedom and self-determination, but also rip the guts out of the terrorist movement, which thrives on oppression and a cult-like militant atmosphere dominated by these perverted ragheads, the prime example of which is Ayatollah Khomeini, now dead, thankfully, but his policies and corrupt government style continue to exist and are still spreading throughout the Middle East. Sarah Palin understands all of this and more. Charlie Gibson got confused. Charlie Gibson wanted to ask her about the notion of preemption, which is like, it's a duh type of a situation. Of course, everybody agrees with preemption. Who doesn't, unless they're retarded or lying? She has convictions about God. That's the worst fault you can find in her. She quoted Abraham Lincoln. Charlie Gibson took exception to her quoting Abraham Lincoln about God. We have to make sure we're on the right side. We have to make sure we're on God's side. He thought that was terrible, but yet he looks the other way when everybody can see plainly that Obama is a lowlife. He really is. He's intelligent, but he is a deadbeat. He's a deadbeat. Yet the media feels obliged to scrutinize Sarah Palin and give Obama a free pass. Amazing.